So today we're going to be doing an install on the JDM dual console that we got from Subiebros. They have awesome prices, good customer service, they ship really quick, so you guys should check them out if you need anything, any of the JDM parts from the console hood or anything. With the JDM console, you're going to get a new back trim piece, the dual console itself, and you're going to get 4 screws. Let's see here. 2 of the screws are going to be a tapered head, and 2 are just going to be a pan head screw. The 2 that are the taper head, you're going to set aside because you won't need those right now. Actually, those are going to be the ones you're going to need first. So, we're going to start with that, with the removal of this. On the back of your center console here, you're going to want to flip down your cup holders. And we already have this somewhat apart to speed it up a little bit. There's this little plastic cover that sticks into the back, just like that. And all you have to do is kind of grab the middle of it, pop it up and out. Comes out pretty easy. Then there's 1 silver-headed screw right in the center, holding that on. So after you pull that out, you just kind of pull this back just a little bit, but not too far. And then you're going to take your screwdriver. I've already loosened these, but there's 3 screws across here. I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. And you are going to reuse these, so don't lose them. Okay, now that you have those 3 screws out, you just lift up the console lid a little bit here, and it just wiggles right out. That's it. So then you're going to take your JDM console here, and then your standard console is just going to bolt right to the top of it, just like that. Just going to hold this flap down on there, and you're going to click it shut, and hold it right there. And that's where you're going to put the 2 new flat screws you just got, or the panhead screws. So they're going to go right in here. We can get them started. And the 3 screws you originally pulled out of your cover are going to go right along the bottom here, back into where they came from.
This is very easy.
Very, very easy. Just want to make these snug, but not too snug. You don't want to strip out the plastic. Just snug enough that it's not going to move around on you. Now, you're going to take the back cover that came with it, and it's going to cover up this top hinge up here. So, you're just going to take it and line up. There's 2 screw holes here. You lined up with there, and you just kind of push it on, get everything lined up, and it clicks on. So, once that's on, you're going to take the 2 taper-headed screws that you got, and they're going to go right in these holes because they have the tapered seat for them. And you're going to want to do this before you try and mount it to your center console. Otherwise, it will not go on. So there's one. Second one goes in here. Give that one a good snug. Okay, now that those 2 are in, now you're gonna have, I have the US extended console, so mine extends and collapses, but you'll have the regular lid here and the dual console ready to go on. So you're gonna pull this back out and just kind of set it in just like that and close it. And then you're gonna take the 3 original screws that you pulled out of here and put them right back in. Okay, after those 3 are snugged up, just take this back trim piece, it pops right back into place. Then you have your 1 silver screw right back into the center. Just stuck in down there and looking. There that is. Nice and snug. And then you take your original cover here, drop it back in place, and snap it in. And you're done.
And that's it?
That's it. Real easy. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. And remember, Subiebros.com. Alright, so this is with the JDM console. I also have the extended console on top, so I can also extend this up to a higher position. It's pretty comfy on longer trips. But normally I just keep it down day to day, and it's perfect right there, which is where the US extended console normally sat when it was extended. So I'm used to that right there. It's just nice having the extra movement there when I'm on a longer road trip. But then it does have the nice extra storage right there on top. And then down below is the normal console. It's nice and solid. Good product.
Alright, Jeff, tell us what else we got from Subiebros.
We got the JDM console hood. We already have it installed now, and we originally did a video of the install, but the file got corrupted, so we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to pull off these two trim pieces and how to get the original console hood out. So we'll go ahead and pull this apart again. I have a couple of plastic interior pry tools here. It's just whichever one you can slip in there to try and get the best pry on it.
Because that one is the hardest part, is this one, right?
Yeah, I have a trick for that we'll try. But I'm going to stick this right in here, start on one side, and there's this crack right along here. I like to get one tool in there and kind of set it to the side, and then try and slide a bigger one in there to give me some surface area to pry with. Just like that. And that piece is off. So then there's this. You're just going to pull it out. It has the wires attached to it. You don't need to disconnect them. Just kind of set it down on the radio like that. Get a little bit of length out of it right there.
Now also keep in mind this is a 2016, so it might be a little different on the 2015.
Yeah, not sure.
Not too much.
Yeah, because I have the nav Harman Kardon, so it should be the same from here up, but I'm not sure. Now,
yeah, I don't remember on mine, to be honest with you.
This piece right here, this tray, has to slide towards you and up at the same time. It was a pain to get off last time, so I'm going to try a new little trick this time. I'm going to take a couple of zip ties, and I'm going to try and feed them through these slots right here. If I can get it to go out that way. Okay. There's one zip tie. I'm just going to put a quick loop in it just like that. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Just going to do it right there. Just like that. We'll see how this works. I'm just going to grab it with two hands and just kind of quick yank. It comes out nice and easy. No problems whatsoever.
Holy crap. No one ever thought of that, man.
Very easy.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, we sat here for 20 minutes trying to get it off last time.
Yeah, I can't believe no one thought of that.
So, now that you have this off, this is where I'm going to stop, but there's a screw right here, a screw here, a screw here, and a screw here. It's those 4 screws, and after those 4 screws are out, you can just grab the top here, pull it straight towards you, the whole display will pop out. There's, at least for the 16, there's one connector on the back of the display. You can just disconnect that, pull the thing out, work on it on your seat, workbench, or whatever. And there's, I believe, 4 more screws holding the display to the actual hood itself, 2 on each side. Actually, I take that back, there's 1 on each side. And you pull those 2 screws out, and you swap the entire display over to the JDM hood. And once that entire display is on the JDM hood, you are good to go to put the connector back on and drop it back in. Then once that's back in, you can cut these zip ties off of here, and then drop this tray back in.
So wow, that's so much easier, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
There's one zip tie. Then you just cut those off. Yeah, so now you can get a better look at the slots that were there, right along here, and they just come right through the back side. And then you hook a piece of string, zip tie, whatever in there, and just give it a quick yank and it comes right out. And now this, once you get your 4 screws back in, you just kind of set this back in, just put your palm on it and give it a firm push down, and it clicks into place. Now, once you have that in place, there's a little bit of foam trim around these vents right here that you're going to be careful with not to rip it off or anything. And when you put this back in, you just have to make sure that these wires right here, this whole bundle, gets tucked directly back in the middle and doesn't get pinched in the vents. And you need to make sure that these plastic vents go back into the rectangular vents there. And then there's also these 3 clips right along the bottom right here. You need to make sure they go into these 3 slots. As long as that all lines up, and there's also 2 small tabs on the corner, but those should line up. Just watch that bottom. And just kind of put your hand on it. And just like that, back in.
And we're done.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Very quick and easy.
Cool.
Definitely check out Subiebros if you guys haven't already. They're actually stocking more and more JDM stuff. And I'm actually excited to see what kind of other products they'll bring over to introduce. And I will definitely be buying all my JDM stuff from them in the future. Thank you.
I guess so I could touch the sky. I guess so I could touch the sky. But you bring it back down low. You're always bringing me down. I guess so I could touch the sky. I guess so I could kiss the sky.